We hold Billy too there. Okay, Bill, come
Ladies
on
and gentlemen,
around.
please hold it quiet.
Okay, that's the shot.
What up, world? Thank you for ripping another ticket to another installment of Hellhound Film Club. I'm your host, Cody Pope, and this is my co-host,
Danny Dimes.
And as we truly are every time we do this, we're thrilled to introduce tonight's panel and special feature. First up, joining our panel for the evening is longtime friend of the show. You've seen him in countless episodes of our revival of Hellhound Film Club, as well as multiple appearances on CODY Central. He's an independent filmmaker who recently won the Nashua Public Library Tiny Film Contest, also recently worked as a shooting and rigging grip on the upcoming Apple TV series Widow's Bay, premiering on April 29th, and now has audiences anxiously awaiting his new short feature, Joey's Big Reveal. Arriving later this year, please welcome Tyler LaPlant. Also joining us on the panel tonight, longtime friend of the show, longtime supporter of the Hellhound movement, and frequent visitor to the Hellhound Film Club. Please give it up for our friend, Jessica Cantwell.
Woo! Yeah!
And also on the panel for the evening, he was on the very first episode of our revival of Hellhound Film Club. He was also the winner of last week's raffle. You've seen him on multiple episodes as well. Please give it up for our dear friend, Elliot Universes.
Yeah!
And thank you so much, guys, for joining tonight. It's a privilege to be here with another special installment of the Hellhound Film Club. But before we get too deep tonight, first things first, tonight we are live from the spot in downtown Nashua, New Hampshire, one of New Hampshire's first dry bars and Gate City's most interesting entertainment lounges, featuring a delicious selection of premium ingredient mocktails, coffee, kava, and more. In addition to the late night menu available now courtesy of the one and only Joanne's Kitchen. Check us out here for the Hellhound Film Club live, free movie nights, and podcast recording on Wednesday nights at 217 Main Street, Nashua, New Hampshire, when the doors open at 7.
And exciting reminder, we're going to be pulling 2 random winners before the end of each episode. One commenter from last week's main video will receive a prize, and they'll have 24 hours to claim it via email. And one random attendee of our live recording session will win a prize each week as well. Comment on the videos and show up in person to double your chances if you're in the area. And before we jump to last week's prize, let's talk about what this week's prize is. So we didn't do a custom poster this week because if you're watching this, you saw the thumbnail, you saw the title of the video. And so we wanted to do our best to prepare you for your 420 movie marathon coming up very soon. And so we put together a little bit of a companion pack for you for the evening. And I guess we'll show you a little bit of what we have. I'll pull the stuff out if you want to tell them what it is.
I mean, we can. They kind of should have been here to find out what it was.
They'll find out what they missed.
You're right. They are definitely missing out. It is actually a very nice bag that the company we got it from gave us. I say we should shout them out, get that sponsorship.
Hey, you know what? I love them. I visit there all the time. Shout out to Uma Flowers.
Uma Flowers over in Pepperell, Massachusetts.
Uma Flowers in Pepperell, one of the best dispensaries. So
I can't believe that I said that right. Both of them.
hopefully you guys can hear me okay. But
yeah, I think we might get you.
Starting off, we have our first item here.
Oh no, that's that magnetic tray with the magnetic topper. That's actually really cool because, like, if you're using it for your broccoli and you have leftover broccoli, you can put the magnetic top on it and then it seals it so that way it doesn't go all over the place, or drop it on the ground like I regularly do while I'm cooking. I hate losing my
Right.
broccoli.
Exactly. So that is the start of our bag.
When I lose the broccoli, I lose those broccoli calories that make me feel good.
Which is, thank you.
You can tell I'm a space
Shout out
cadet.
to Robert on our production help tonight. Next in the bag, we got my personal favorite, Vibes Papers.
Broccoli
We got
wraps.
Some standard size Vibes Papers.
Broccoli wraps.
That's the brand that we smoke at Hellhound Film Club.
Is it?
We don't do that other brand.
I want to dig deep on that. But
So,
We can dig deep onto it if we want, because
are you familiar with Burner?
No.
Burner is a rapper and a cannabis connoisseur. He's been in cannabis for like decades, and so like him and his team were very involved in like a lot of those like early heady strains that we're like familiar with. He runs the company Cookies.
Okay.
Like the dispensaries, the clothing stores, all that stuff. And so Vibes is a paper company that he started kind of largely in part because the guy from Raw screwed him over hardcore.
Oh, good for him.
And these are some of my favorite papers that I've smoked.
All right.
So not only do you got your rolling tray with your magnetic topper, but you also got a pack of fresh Vibes to go with it so you can roll up that broccoli.
For broccoli.
that's right.
Yeah.
Got to protect your broccoli.
More calcium than milk.
Amen. One of my favorites right here,
No weird.
the ultimate tool,
The clipper.
the clipper lighter. So the reason that I like a good clipper lighter is because it comes with this little detachable part right here. Perfect for packing your joint, cleaning out your glass piece, whatever you need. And we did a nice little 420 themed one that's got all multicolored little pot leaves on it for you guys.
Until it has too much old material on it and it doesn't fit back into the lighter.
Whoever goes home with this is going to get 2 gifts that are too hot for TV.
Oh.
There are, pre-wrapped broccoli.
They're also going to go home with a box of popcorn. And what I love to do with my popcorn is put some M&Ms in it. So they're going to go home with some M&Ms as well. So you're going to have all of the stuff that you need.
And then there's 2 gummies in there
Oh,
that are too spicy for TV.
that's right. Too
That's
hot
right.
For TV.
They have
We got two
the hippie calories in them.
2 gummies as
They
well.
have the hippie calories.
And we're going to send them home with the DVD copy of tonight's movie, How High. That's going to be our other prize tonight. So somebody's going to go home with this dope gift pack tonight. We're going to draw a random name from our crowd here. We have a little name randomizer thing. And then whoever comments on this video, we're going to pick a random comment, and they're going to get a copy of the movie mailed to them. So thank you for helping me out with the mic. Much love to Robert. Thank you, man.
And since we're going to talk about these prizes, it's only best that we jump right in to the winners of last week.
Amen. Shout out.
Let's shout out last week's winner. One of them is here right now. Won the Goofy movie poster that I wanted. Our good friend Elliot and our good friend Ryan, who actually won for his comment on the episode. So Elliot won a custom Goofy movie poster designed and framed by our own very own Cody Pope. And longtime friend supporter Ryan, aka the Longboard Ninja, was the comment that won on last week's video. So he had his choice of Blu-rays from the previous episode. So hey, get in here, get your chance to win. Make sure you check out the new video, get your comment in so you get a chance to win.
Yes, please. Help us help you. You guys watch YouTube videos. You know exactly why we need the comments and the subscribes and all that stuff. So help us, and we're going to keep trying to come up with cool stuff to give you guys too. The more people that get involved, the more we're going to have to really crank these gifts out and come up with some cool, thoughtful stuff. So thank you to everybody that's been supporting the program. We appreciate it more than we can say. And now, for our conversation tonight, we're taking quite a pivot from our normal programming once again, as we bring back a previous tradition when doing the Film Club podcast iterations in the past. Tonight, we prepare ourselves, our Film Club friends, both here and through the dial-up modem for a yearly 420 movie marathon.
As I imagine, most of you are aware, 420, April 20th, is known worldwide as the Cannabis Celebration. A story origin in the 70s about a group of high schoolers calling themselves the Waldos, using 420 as a code to meet and smoke. The popular 420 term was later popularized in 1991 by High Times writer Stephen Haggard, incorrectly attributed to a police code. In 1998, it was more accurately contributed to the Waldos in an edition of High Times.
April 20th is an international counterculture holiday with events all over the world celebrating cannabis and the community around it in the form of festivals, events, parties, celebrations, and more. Naturally, however, movie lovers like Film Club, our friends here, want to be one place on any given situation with the movies. So our goal is to help you set up the perfect 420 movie marathon and any of the other crucial essentials for your celebration.
For free movie night, as inspired for this discussion, we watched How High, a 2001 stoner movie that is up there with the cannabis classics for sure. It's the perfect getaway to a good movie marathon, as the movie's lead, Method Man and Redman, are still active and making a global impact to this day. Directed by former music video director Jesse Dillon, the story of two underachieving stoners who end up scoring insanely on standardized testing, enough to be admitted to Harvard, is a funny, hilarious, exaggerated, and amusing romp between two stoners in an unfamiliar territory.
And so I felt like that was a good gateway to this conversation, I feel like, because I did think about, so for context, I've done this a couple times in the past, but it was always by myself. Like if you watch last year's, it's a 420 stream of me by myself in my library talking about movies on a live stream.
Yep.
So I didn't get to like watch a movie with a crowd, talk about it with people after. So this was really cool. And I did try to be intentional about what movie to pick, because I didn't want to go with like an old classic that like you might expect, right? Like if you're talking about 420, to be like, we're going to watch Cheech and Chong tonight, like is very like, okay, like that doesn't surprise me. But this came out at such an interesting time in my life in terms of like movie watching, my consumption of music and all of this stuff. So it felt like, knowing who some of our panel mates would be too, it kind of hit us all at a different but interesting point in life. And so I thought that would be a cool way to enter this conversation.
I think it was the perfect pick because it's like perfect that like the people that are in it like hit with like the older like crowd, but it's still new enough to hit with like the younger generation. Does that kind of like make sense? It's like
I feel that.
I think that if you would have went, for example, as you said, I think if you would have went with the Cheech and Chong, like an Up in Smoke, like some of that references or like some of the comedy might not hit the same.
Yeah.
Because we're like old enough to like, I'm old enough to be like around that era to be like, to get like some of those.
Like, yeah, like 20-year-olds didn't smoke Acapulco Gold and shit like that. You know what I
Right,
mean? Like they're not going to like
the joke of the tie stick, like, you know, that shit tied to the
yeah.
stick, man. Like, might not just hit.
You got to like be ready to learn that history if you care about like cannabis culture. Like,
I think the cannabis jokes are like a little too old for now. Because again, like there was a point where I had to go to some shady dude's house to be able to get my bud, and I had to play Mario Kart while he sat there in his underwear before I could leave. Now you just walk down the road and you just walk into some random building and then you leave with it.
I had to watch 4 episodes of Planet Earth before I could drive home after taking a dab for the first time, feeling like I was melting in my car.
Well, that's funny because you like in the movie when they were making the brownies, like everybody like here was like, that's not how you do
I know.
it. And I'm like, yes, that is how you do it in 2001.
In 2001, yes. We did not understand
The extraction
the art of
process.
decarb yet.
So,
We were just
no, I was gonna say, well, I remember seeing that part in the movie, and instantly I'm like, there are two moments in the movie where they don't, and if I'm starting to skip ahead, just tell me to shut the fuck up. But there's
shut the fuck up.
okay.
I'm just kidding.
All right, I'm done. No, so I think the idea was like, I don't know. There's two moments where they're doing stuff with weed that is like completely like wrong. The making brownies where they're just sprinkling like pure.
But we didn't
bud
know
into
any
the
better.
No, I know. Well, hold on. I have a theory about this. And then another point at the very beginning of the movie, like when he's growing all the pot and stuff, there's something like bubbling in the background, and like humidity is something you definitely don't want. Like, 'cause you don't want getting mold and mildew like in bud and stuff. So like, I feel like it was a way of like, I don't know, like fucking secret government agents are like, you know, people can't know how to make pot brownies. People can't know how to properly grow weed. You got to put this shit in here so
We're
people
just a
don't do
bunch
it in
of
real
dumb
life.
people that didn't know weed culture. that
No,
made
I
it.
know. It's probably that, but I had to segue into that because that is my little stone theory on this movie.
It's funny that you bring that up because I remember as a kid how many times my friends would tell me they got pulled over by the cop and had to eat their bag of weed, and then sat there and telling me how stoned they are.
Oh my
And
God.
it's like, no, you're not. You
Like,
can't be.
You just have a
you did
stomach
not-
ache. 'Cause
Yeah.
You just ate plant.
Right, because you have to have fire to psychoact it to make it into right. So you can't just eat a whole bunch and then you're high. It doesn't work that way. So
not work that way, kids.
Right. True that. Don't try that at home. So my goal having this panel here tonight is hoping that when we leave, we all feel situated enough to manage our own 420 movie marathons, because unfortunately we won't all be together. So
yes, we will.
Virtually.
some of us will be on CODY Central Monday nights at 8:00 p.m. on the Hellhound Publishing YouTube channel. But I mean, our little in-person film club gang won't be together is what I meant. So there's a lot of stuff you got to prepare for, right? You got to make sure that you have rations.
Snacks, absolutely.
You need to make sure that you're adequately prepared. At a certain point, you're not leaving, you know?
Drinks.
Drinks go on that same
Essential.
thing. You need to be prepared with your viewing material. There's all sorts of stuff that you just need to hammer out in the days leading up to getting ready for this. And so I would like to kind of go around and maybe just like, what are like 1 to 3 essentials that you need to have ahead of time for your 420 movie marathon?
Well, that can be 3. I need cannabis,
Fair.
something sweet, so like Swedish fish or some kind of like gummy snack,
Yep, I could dig that.
and then beverage.
Okay, that
Um,
makes sense.
I guess my mood would either be a like Gatorade of some sort or Mountain Dew.
See, I feel like
Shout out Mountain Dew for that sponsorship.
if you're doing a marathon, though, you need the electrolytes.
Yeah, Gatorade.
Gatorade.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah. But also, if I'm doing a marathon, need the caffeine.
Okay.
So, and I can have fake electrolytes with all the sugar in the Mountain Dew.
Jess, what about you? What would be like 2 or 3 like essentials, like must-haves before going into your movie marathon?
Chips or popcorn.
Ooh, yep.
So like
Salty.
Doritos
So you-
or like Smart Food.
Yep.
Some type of chocolate, like a candy of some
All right.
kind.
I like the contrast.
Yeah.
I dig that.
Yeah. And maybe like a Italian ice or something for later on.
Ooh,
you know,
okay, I
like something
dig
that's
that.
cold and sweet.
I miss getting ices at the movie theater. That was a gem. What about you, Tyler?
I'm gonna piggyback off that. I'm definitely a big ice cream guy. So
Ooh, okay.
I'm thinking maybe Americone Dream. I'm also really
Ooh.
big into I think it's like Van something, but they make a honeycomb ice cream. It's this French ice cream, and it's made with like a heavy cream. It's a little bit expensive, but it's kind of fucking mind altering, especially if you like a soft with like a weird crunch. It's very good.
And you
And it's
just
all
said
natural. and
mind
stuff.
altering. Perfect day for it.
Yes, seriously. So weird ice cream. I'm gonna want like a meal because I usually like don't eat until later on in the day. So I'm thinking either something from Joanne's Kitchen here at the spot. Gotta shout out the spot.
Ooh, let's
If
go.
not here, I love Chowratza in South Nashua. It's an Indian joint.
Okay.
Love that place. Maybe getting something from Yu, the Japanese bistro over on
Dig
Exit
that.
6. And then obviously I'm kind of like I enjoy a bong, but like I haven't smoked a good blunt in a long time. Like
Okay.
backwoods or just really any like tobacco with weed. So
Anything that's just gonna leave your house and your clothes mad nasty.
I would love to smoke
Shout out King
a
Palmer.
nice,
I love
a
King
nice,
Palm.
nicely rolled blunt. That would be big on my
Yeah.
420 list.
I could dig that. Hell yeah. And what about you, friend?
That's why I said that. Shout out that King Palmer.
Probably a nice cigarella to roll one of those blunts and some calm time out in nature, having snacks.
Okay. You said calm time out in nature. So would you have a viewing device in nature to watch movies on? Would you have like a cool spot to set up shop like under a tree?
I
And
have a tablet. Yeah, I have a tablet for literally doing that.
that's kind of gangster. All right. I'll take the adventure marathon. That's pretty cool. I guess if you did that, you would have permission to like mix it up between like a goofy movie and Half Baked. You do like an adventure movie and then a stoner movie and just go back and forth. So yeah, I think you guys all hit it on the mark for sure. A couple things that I thought about that I would need. We were talking about glass. I know you guys know, but I'm a big glass guy. I still have my old school Illadelph bong. So for me, I already have the bong, so that's not an essential. But 91% isopropyl alcohol is essential, especially on a day like that. I'm going to be using the glass so much, and I've probably already been using it, to be honest. And so starting a marathon day off with fresh, clean pipe is like essential. So I'm hitting a CVS or a Walgreens or something and making sure that I have that stocked up for sure.
It's a solid choice.
Thank you.
I definitely agree with it, but I would have to say that would be definitely something I would have done like the night before.
My thought is most of this stuff you would kind of
Right. I would have mine ready to go. So when I woke up in the morning, it wasn't like, oh, I gotta clean this before I can start my day.
That's fair.
I'm gonna that was gonna be the last thing I do before I go to bed. So when I wake up in the
Yeah.
morning, that thing's like fresh, ready to go. And like mine's a freeze pipe.
Those are cool.
So like I would have to I could take the middle out. I'd have to make sure that I throw that in the freezer the night before, so
Yeah.
way it's nice and chilled, and then the other half, because it's only like the lower half, it's like a whole lot easier to clean. So but
And so like I would, kind of I was thinking about what you were saying about like having like a fat blunt or like a King Palm or something like that. And that would be so ideal. But for me, because of where I watch my movies, I live in a small apartment. I feel like the glass is like the perfect thing to keep me going all day and not like make my whole life enveloped in dead smoke.
to me, having that nice rolled up is for not exactly for, because me personally, my glass gets me to where I want to be,
Yeah.
where like other smoking ways just kind of gets me to a plateau. But I think like a nice rolled up one would be good for like a long term, like
Yeah.
chilling, watching the movie.
I would love having one during a movie if I like lived somewhere better. Like if I had ceilings that
Yeah.
were a modicum higher than they are, it would be so dope.
Right. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. But to me, like I'm more of the be done, and like I'm good for like 30 or 40 minutes, where you're sitting there just all and like to me, like this is like more of a social thing. Like I, share, enjoy. Where me, I'm like one rip, I'm good. 40 minutes later, take another one. Like, so
I was gonna say that's exactly what my buddy Victor and I do. We'll pick like one or two movies, eventually order like food at some point, and just get like viciously high and just watch movies. And like it'll be like pretty much joint after joint, because like there's not, I love this guy to death, but like there's not a lot of people who like can keep up with the way that that I can smoke, just because like I have a very high tolerance. Unfortunately, I'm like a degenerate like that a little bit. So like, I don't know, I'll end up leaving and I'm like, man, like my lungs fucking hurt, dude. But it's so fun watching movies baked with your friends, it doesn't get better than that.
It really is the absolute best. And everybody on the food tip, by the way, everybody kind of nailed it on the food tip. I always want some gummies. So that's like my sweet, but I do like the contrast of like, if I have like I would love gummies and like pretzels or something like that. You know what I mean?
barbecue Pringles.
Or like the French fries and a Frosty. That's like
yes.
heaven on earth.
Yes.
I'm a vanilla guy, but I respect it nevertheless.
You vanilla, no way.
I'm not sure how to take that. I don't know what you meant by that. Nachos are like a big thing. I try not to give myself too many commendations in life, but if you ask my fiance, the one commendation that I've earned walking this planet is being in the top 1% of nacho makers. And so it's kind of like, if I'm alive on a 420, I probably have to make a tray of nachos at some point as well. But I'm always craving something hot. Like, I feel like it's a good day for pizza. I know that's like cliche, but it's like we're living in times now where we like want to eat healthier. And so it's like, if you're ever going to be guilty, like go ham and House of Domino's pizza to your face that day.
It's always a good time for pizza.
Amen. You're not wrong.
Well, for me, the biggest reason to house pizza on 420 is you order a pizza big enough and you got meals for the whole day.
Amen.
You
eat about that.
Even if you're that stoned, you eat 3 slices, you still have 5 slices left. You eat 3 slices again, and then you have 2 more left over for a midnight snack. You got 3 good meals out of a single pizza. Like, and all you got to do is put it in the microwave and go beep. No matter how stoned you are, you can do it.
This is going to be shotgun round right here, okay? So everybody's got to give their answer quick.
Oh, gosh.
Don't think about it too much. Starting with you, since you have the microphone. On a day like this, we do chain pizza.
Pizza Hut.
I also enjoy Pizza Hut.
Fuck chain pizza. I'm not participating in the poll.
Don't be like that.
No, I'm 100% gonna be like that. There's too many local places that are way fucking better, especially in Nashua. Fuck that. I'm never gonna go to a fucking Domino's. Get out of town.
I stand firm on pizza, dude.
This guy sucks.
I don't fucking suck.
Get him
dude.
out of here.
All right, fuck you, dude. It's
This man dies on
This is my
pizza.
fucking culture.
The hill he dies on is pizza, and the hill you die on is Batman.
I'm not gonna
That's fair.
accept bad pizza. Fuck that.
Fucking, what's it called? Sopranos up the road is really fucking
Okay, of
good.
course I could pick a fucking local pizza
But
place,
also,
but people
I
watching the
genuinely
show don't
don't
live
care.
here.
I'm picky.
That's why I said a chain pizza,
Right.
because this is for anybody anywhere. That they're
See,
not
we were being
fortunate enough
silly.
to have Sopranos. They're not fortunate enough to have Kinsley House of Pizza. They're not fortunate enough to have spinach pizza from Nashua House of Pizza. They're not fortunate enough to have the best super beef in Nashua at Zoe's Roast Beef. Like, I love all the shout out to all the local pizza spots. Trust me, dog. I am always getting local pizza on this holiday. I'm just trying to help other people. That's all. That's all I was trying to do. I was thinking about the people.
I'm not that picky.
Yo, chat, do me a favor. I want to know what the best pizza place is in the town in Wisconsin under 150 people.
Because we'll never make it there.
Because I'll never get there, but I just want to know what's the best one.
Yeah. So yeah, you know what? Come on.
Yo,
shout out
to Mike.
We got Mike.
We got Mike up over here. Come on, Mike,
healer
get over
out
here.
So this is just a shotgun round.
Yeah.
So kind of goes without saying that on a 420 movie marathon day, a good percentage of people participating are going to be pizza people.
Yeah.
And so shotgun thought, what's the best chain pizza for that day?
You want my
Yeah.
input?
Yep.
Big chain.
Could be
Chain.
Pizza Hut, Domino's, Little Caesars, Papa Gino's.
I like Papa Gino's, but I do have to say Domino's has stepped up their fucking game in the last couple of years.
They have.
They have.
You
Was
may
that
you
what
may
you were
not
yelling
you may
about
not
when I
like
was in the
them, but you
bathroom?
can't
'Cause that would
deny
be
that they've
ironic.
enhanced their product.
Yeah, no, Domino's used to suck,
Okay.
but they don't suck anymore.
Dude.
They're still gonna poop green, but
Well, that's a separate issue.
send it. No, it's definitely not.
I'd like to change my answer to Little Caesars because
Let's
you know what?
Let's go.
You know what? No, fuck you. Little Caesars is awesome. Okay, that's fine, dude.
Let's
so
go.
I'm
How old are you?
I'm 24, man.
All right.
I stand by Little Caesars. Here's why. We used to have Little Caesars in Nashua, and every Friday night, my mom would get me and my little brother a Little Caesars pizza because she would work at the gym, Gold's Gym, and we would watch movies there because we'd get them for Redbox. $5, we would get the crazy bread, and we would go there. We'd watch. We'd get a Redbox movie. I watched Rango. We would watch like crazy DVDs. Like it was great. It was great, and we'd have the pizza, and yeah. So I'm going with Little Caesars if it was
Shout
available.
out to that
Whatever,
crazy
I'm-
bread.
Hey, it's
Shout out to that
it's
crazy
working class
bread.
man's
I don't-
pizza, dude.
Yo, I used to have them,
Yeah.
whatever that powder stuff that they used to put on the crazy bread. I mean, I used to
oh
make
my
them.
god, the packets.
I used to make them put it all over my pizzas.
I just took a handful. I would put it on my pizza, on the
Oh,
bread.
no, like the stuff that they used like in the back to make the
Yeah.
crazy bread. When I would show up, I would have them take my pizza out back, open the pizza, and use the same stuff
yeah.
like out
Dude, that
of
stuff
their
is
like
so
serving
good.
area for the crazy bread and spread it all over my pizza. So
Yeah.
shout out to that crazy bread at
I like that.
Little Caesars.
So if you're fortunate to have a Little Caesars by you, that's certainly the move. But I think most people have a Domino's. Domino's is going to be your most convenient option. But I would say, and maybe, I don't know how, I mean, it sounded like you might have agreed with this perhaps, but if you're like lamping in luxury, stop at a Pizza Hut and pick up something and bring it home.
Super luxury.
You know?
Super luxury.
Pizza Hut still is like too good to deliver to most people, so that's why it's in. And they're like, "Hey, do you want 2 pizzas? That's gonna be $65.99."
Medium pizza with pepperoni. A family order of cheese breads was $41.
Right?
No, this is for real. That's what it cost. It cost me.
Pizza Hut is
No, I'm sorry. It's Papa Gino's. I
Yeah.
apologize.
Pizza Hut is in the bottom of the conversation when it comes to breadsticks.
Ooh.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
they got the incredible pizza, but the breadsticks.
Cinnamon
Oh,
stick,
that's
though?
that's funny. Like the
That's
cheese bread.
Domino's.
Their cheese bread is like my favorite.
No, Pizza Hut's got cinnamon stick.
Yeah, they got cinnamon sticks. at
Oh,
Pizza Hut.
that's right.
Domino's has a cinnamon twist.
Yeah.
Oh,
What about top tier pizza?
top. Well,
I want it.
so that was our thing. The reason I said chain pizza
Yeah.
is because top tier pizza is going to be different
It's gonna be
wherever
local.
you're at.
Sure. I just wanted to know you guys' opinion.
So on a day like a 420 movie marathon day, if I could have like the perfect pizza, it would be the firecracker pizza from Kinsley House of Pizza. I
Okay.
think that's one of the best pizzas that is like a Nashua thing,
Okay.
without a doubt. I
Uh,
know you.
mine would be, and kind of a bummer because I don't like to go to the place, but the pizza. It's called the Pitmaster Pizza at Ziggy's in Lebanon, New Hampshire.
I've never heard of that, but I'm intrigued. It sounds delicious.
It's like it has sausage, ham, pork knuckle
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
instead of like shredded.
too hot for
Yeah,
TV.
why are we going after the knuckle?
So instead of like shredded pork,
You
it's
can't
like
say that.
big chunks of like pork knuckle.
Interesting.
That's a
Like and it's like barbecue sauce.
Yeah,
and
it sounds crazy.
It's
I can like feel my organs like shutting down as you
Shout out
talk
to my
about it.
brother-in-law
Like,
for
I'm just
introducing
like,
me
oh,
to
is
this
is
pizza.
this what heart congestion is supposed to feel like?
My arteries are clogged.
Yes, for real.
Well, I will say that you will get the meat sweats while you're eating this. That's how much like
7 stars. I don't mean to interrupt, but
Pass
7
them in a
star.
microphone.
7. I don't want people to hear me on that. 7 Star has the best Mexican pie, and it's wild because I would never go in there.
Rest in peace, 7-star.
It's does,
But
but
do
they
they-
still have it.
Oh,
Quality is
okay.
still like the Greek style pizza. Stuff like that.
Their Mexican pie.
I live right off of Exit 6. There's this little place called Aegean's, and
Ooh.
Amazing.
that's the place I always go to. My go-to pie is meatball, onion, pepper, well done. And then I always load it up with like either sriracha sauce or like red pepper flake whenever I get it at the home station.
Well done pizza?
Gourmet pizza places.
Dude, I love it.
well
It's
done
really-
pizza.
So when I say
How do
well
you get
done,
your steak?
no, well, hold on. No, when I say well done, is you let them throw it in for like an extra like 3 or 4 minutes, and you get a little bit of like a crispy thing on the cheese. But the thing is like that place specifically, and this is not anything bad about them, but that place specifically, if you ask for it well done, like the dough will be absolutely perfect. The cheese will have a nice little crinkle to it. The vegetables get kind of crisp again.
So you're
like-
saying normally it's a little softer dough?
I would say softer, and it's not a dig. I love that place, but yeah, softer dough. So I would say.
Well, some pizzas
Yeah.
like meant to be like a softer
No,
dough.
this is look, this is my personal preference.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
how
yeah,
I
yeah.
order it. But
But that's why I was that's why I
also-
was asking, because like
no, yeah, they're a Greek joint.
because I know people that
Um,
like the bottom of their pizza like black.
So no, this is the reason why I say that is because the onion and pepper provide like a lot of moisture. Like when it's cooking, because of the steam that it lets off the vegetables. So like if you cook it well done, it kind of balances everything
Okay.
out. It's a weird. I don't know. I've thought long and hard about. I've ordered this pie probably 100 times in my life. I'm not ashamed. I've done it.
Well, that's why I was just asking, because I wanted to know if it was like because
like a
they
science.
cook it a little softer dough and you just like yours a little firmer, or is it because that you like literally your crust burnt?
No, not burnt. Not burnt.
Shout out to Family Roast Beef and Pizza too, because that's the same family as Aegean. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Wait, Giovanni's?
No, Family Roast Beef
Oh.
and Pizza
Oh, sorry.
over by like Maplewood and Captain's Corner and all that.
Okay. That's cool.
I think that was their first place, and then they opened that place too. And that place always stands out too. So shout out to them. But we have to move on from food. We got our food.
We all smoked. Of course, we're going to talk
We
about
got our
food.
food in order. Everybody placed their orders. Everyone's excited for their food. Now it's about picking your movies. And so before we just dive into what movies we're going to watch, I would like to ask each of you if you could give me like 1 to 3 things maybe. What makes a great stoner movie? What are the qualifications of a good stoner movie?
Obviously, the use of cannabis like through the movie, but it has to be like part of like a plot or part of like the storyline. Like it
Yep.
just can't be.
Can't be a B plot or an ancillary thing. It has to kind of drive the story.
Comedy, like good jokes, like
Okay.
something that like because you're gonna, if you're smoking, you want to be funny, you want
True.
to laugh like when you're high, like you don't want to cry. So like
Sometimes.
I mean,
sometimes I mean
if I'm high, let me cry.
right, but I mean like good comedy that like helps the story along, and I would say use of, because
Okay.
I wouldn't say like character development is very
Yeah.
important, but
Jess, what about you? What's a crucial thing that makes a good stoner movie?
I was also gonna say comedy. And
Okay.
the movie has to make me laugh. Gosh, I think any movie like the plot is crucial. Like you have to have something that draws you in, but also usually it has to have some type of stupid, funny reason on why they're on their adventure or something like that.
Okay, so I was good. I was gonna follow up with you. does your qualification for a good plot change when looking for a stoner movie versus
Absolutely.
Okay,
Absolutely.
I just felt like that was
Yeah.
important.
Okay, I'm taking a slightly different approach, but because I'm a big like visual guy, and when when one gets stoned, visuals and sound become a bigger element of the experience. So I like stuff like Dune Part 2, like something like that. To me, is a stoner movie because I know it's big and intense, but it's like it's you're kind of in it, and it also has like a engaging plot, which is also something for me that's important. I also love watching stuff that's animated when I'm stoned as well. Something like any of the Ghibli movies, specifically Porco Rosso. Love that one.
I love those too. The category that I would perhaps put those in is cannabis adjacent movies, because none of them really focus on cannabis. They're just great to enjoy.
Sure.
They just you can enjoy greater depths of them perhaps while you're.
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess I don't know, because like I've seen a lot of the stoner movies, and like I think they are fun, but like I don't know, like when I think of stuff like that, like engaging plots, like crazy visuals, like that's the type of stuff I want to watch when I'm stoned. So, but that's I don't know, maybe I twisted the question too much. I'm sorry.
I don't think it's that you twisted the question. I think it's more so perhaps your I don't know how I say this. Like,
Maybe I'm a pretentious asshole too.
not that. I just think it's like you got to look at 420 is almost like Christmas, where it's like when you're watching Christmas movies, a lot of Christmas movies aren't like technically great movies.
Sure.
They're just fun to watch for the season because they cover that segment of the world that you're living in at the time.
It's kind of like watching rom-coms on Valentine's Day.
Exactly.
Yep.
Watching a rom-com on Valentine's Day.
Because to kind of agree with you, Tyler, I personally, when I smoke, I love to watch The Matrix.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
not
oh my-
it's
yeah,
not a
without a
stoner,
doubt, dude.
It's not a stoner movie,
But it is.
but
though.
it's
But
great
see, this is just
visual.
what we would do year round. I'm
Yeah.
talking about specifically the
for
day of
420.
420. You took the day off work. You and your homies all decided to get together. You bought an ounce, and your parents aren't home, and so you're gonna sit in the basement and get stoned and watch movies all day.
Like 20 years ago when this movie came out, we would have went to the head shop.
Yeah.
We would have went in
Shout
and
out to
asked for,
Headlines. Rest in peace.
and we would have went in and I would have asked to see their water pipe selection.
Yep.
I would have picked up a new $400 water pipe.
Probably grab some cigarette papers.
Yep, cigarette papers. And then head back to the house. Me and like two of our buddies would have chipped in on
Well, we might need to ask them for a jewelry scale.
right
You gotta
jewelry
get
scale.
a jewelry scale so that you can split up the product with your friends because you all threw down on that
Right.
ounce.
And we all end up going back and just smoking out of this brand new water pipe and watching like literally what I would consider on any other day would be like the dumbest movies possible,
Yeah.
but they're perfect for smoking.
Like, don't get me wrong, there's nothing like I would love to get stoned and go to a IMAX 7D or whatever it is and watch like the illest movies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when it comes to 420, I want to be like popping in VHS tapes and like doing bad shit with bad friends. You know, like,
Yeah.
like I like it's not a day
Used to be bad shit.
yeah. You know, it's like there's just something different about that day where it's like a lot of people think it's corny, and I get it, and that's fine. But like I worked in the cannabis industry for a number of years, so it was like I was working 420, throwing friggin' concerts and having catering show up and all this kind of shit. Like, and you just see that it's like it's a cool thing to just like get people together for a day that like you don't have time most of the time, but it's like, you know what, we all like getting stoned and watching movies. We're gonna carve out time for this day because we have the excuse.
I would like to choose The Big Lebowski because he's constantly smoking weed throughout the movie, and it kind of hits everything visually for me, and it's also a really engaging plot. I love the Coen brothers, and I feel like Big Lebowski is a stoner
It's a
movie.
good one.
No,
Yeah,
it-
come
Come on.
I don't.
Guys, I'm trying not to be a
I
pretentious
was
asshole
laughing at
here. I
Cody.
promise.
That's why we have you on here,
I
though.
promise.
No, I'm just
I-
kidding, bro.
I could think of one, but Big Lebowski is probably number one because that's up there in like my top 20. I'd say fantastic stoner movie. 420 movie.
I absolutely love Big Lebowski,
I won.
and I did write it down. But see, this is the thing for me though. It's at the top of my great cannabis adjacent movies because the cannabis use doesn't really drive the plot. It's what drives the plot. I don't want to like if you haven't seen The Big Lebowski by now,
Mute this
we're
one.
very
Yeah, it's a
disappointed.
mystery,
But it's like
the main character
you know,
is a stoner. Come on.
absolutely. But that's what I mean is like, but if you took him being a stoner away, the movie would still play out the same exact way. That's my thing. Is like, but there's nothing wrong with great cannabis adjacent movies. That's why they're great. It's just that like I wouldn't call that a stoner movie as much as it is like a guy who's stoned on an adventure.
I actually have a
But-
disagree. on
But
that one.
I don't. I'm not saying it's not great for the day. I'm just saying that I think when you're seeking for a cannabis movie, you've got to understand the separation of like this movie is about weed and weed drives the whole thing. This guy smokes weed and does a movie that is just great on its own anyways. That's like two different things. Like The Big Lebowski is a great movie on its own. It's a great movie
Yeah.
against other great movies. You know what I mean? Like I would put The Big Lebowski up against other incredible films.
Yeah.
I wouldn't necessarily like I
It's not
love How
stoner,
High,
yeah.
but I'm not going to put How High up.
right.
like,
Against
you know,
Big Lebowski.
yeah.
I
you know what
I
mean?
think the Big Lebowski could have played the same if they were cigarettes.
Exactly. That's my point is that the cannabis use doesn't really matter in that movie. It just happens to allow you to see the character in that light.
I do have a movie that I want to ask you about on which list you would put it on though.
Okay.
Oh.
Fearing and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Cannabis adjacent. I love Fear and Loathing. It's I literally have posters of it in my house. I've read the book. Like it, I absolutely love it. But same thing, cannabis doesn't drive the movie at all. It's
the drug use that drives.
the drug infatuation at large, and you need all of those crazier drugs to make that movie what it is. Weed, once again, is almost like cigarettes. You know what I mean? It doesn't really have an impact on the story, but incredible fucking movie without a doubt.
I want to just say for the record, I 100% did not read your screen before when I mentioned Big Lebowski because I'm sorry.
What screen? I don't know what you're talking about. There's no screen.
But that's why I didn't want you to think I was lying. I really had it at the top of my great cannabis adjacent movies. Like
I'm gonna score in.
I have a Big Lebowski hoodie. I should have wore it tonight, but no, you didn't.
No,
Look
that's
at
the
that.
point of this. This is the point of the panel.
Yeah,
Is to do this.
this is what I say all the time. If all of us just agree on everything all the time,
It'd be
the show
boring.
will be boring. You know,
True.
like these things are going to happen, and that's why we get to talk about this shit, because one of us may change the other person's mind, you know, and if not, you may just watch the movie differently next time, knowing that, you know, he pointed out some shot, or, you know, he figured out some fact that makes you see the scene differently, or whatever, you know, whatever the case is. You know, it's like it's not always
like somebody saying the Batman
were you
trilogy
shotgunning
looks
me,
like
or do you have
Chicago.
something to say?
It's all about perspective.
You're like Buddha back here.
I'm loving this tonight.
You're like, yo, let me get a one-liner.
Dropping
amongst
one-liners.
thee who see the sunrise.
The sun rises in the east
Glad-
and sets in the west.
Glad the after effects of the movie are working well. So let's throw out a couple because I do. You know what? I'm gonna skip around a little bit because we're gonna get to the movie part, but I want to ask first. I didn't even put. I think I erased it on here for some reason. So let me just freestyle. How many movies do you think you could make it through on a 420 movie marathon?
What time am I waking up?
User choice.
All right, so let's say normally average 10 o'clock.
Okay.
So 10 a.m. to 2 a.m. So that's 14 hours, average of 2 hours a movie. So I'm not going to be pretentious and say 7 movies, but I'm going to say 6.
You'd comfortably watch 6 back to back.
Easily.
Okay.
If I've got all the materials that I need in front of me and I don't need to leave the house, I could sit and watch 6 movies in a row, no problem.
Okay. Hell yeah.
Easily.
What about you, Jess?
I want to say like 3 or 4, but if anyone knows me and has watched movies with me, I'm falling asleep during the second one.
Well, and for some people, it's a harder hill to overcome if you are super stoned all day.
I'd say probably the 4 to 5 range.
Okay.
Because I'd eventually want to like get up and walk around or go outside.
I would need like
touch
breaks
grass.
during the movies. Like
yeah,
in between.
In between, little intermissions, have some food,
fresh air.
You know, exactly. Or talk about them, you know, decompress. Like,
yeah.
You know, I definitely have
call
to swap it.
all your friends and do an internet podcast.
Exactly. Or just have like, you know, or just have a smoke sesh and just, you know, converse for a while. Like that's sometimes just as, you know, just as important as watching the movies too.
Yeah.
But I'd say comfortably like probably 4 to 5.
I dig that.
5 if it's like the last one is like an hour and a half bullshit, stupid, funny, haha movie.
Yeah.
You know.
How do you feel?
Oh, unless it's a special occasion like Harry Potter on like New Year's or something, like 1 or 2 tops in a row. I don't have the attention span for more than that.
That's fair. I think it's like I want to say 6, but I think I'm in the 4 range where it's like even if I woke up early, right? Like as I wake up usually like 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. So it's like I watch my first movie at like 8 o'clock. You know, by 10, 11 o'clock, I'm jonesing for lunch. And that's gonna probably break up the day, even if I got the stuff the night before to like cook it and prepare it or whatever. So I think I'm honestly in a 4 range, but I would always shoot for more. I would tell myself like, yeah, we're watching 6 fucking movies today, and I'd probably get through 4 and start nodding off by the 5th movie.
My for my situation is my kitchen's attached to my living room. So I can literally start the movie, walk into my kitchen, make food while I'm still watching the movie.
That's pretty dope.
So it would you see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
like some of the things, like for me, the biggest thing would be I have to walk to the other end of my house to go to the bathroom. So like that would be like what would be like my break.
So another quick shotgun round here, perhaps, but we'll just start dropping some of our favorite cannabis stoner movies, if you will.
So
Just
one
give
that's
us one and run.
So one and run. A lot of people have not seen this or ever heard of this, but it's a movie called Bud's House.
Yo, that has that. What's that comedian? I know that big LeVar or something. The comedian, dude. I've seen that like pop up on Netflix and stuff, and I don't think I ever had the
Bud's House. Unfortunately, since you asked this question and I had to give it away now, I was saving it for our haven't seen these cannabis movies because most people have not seen Bud's House or ever even heard of it.
It's funny. I can see the like cover in my head, but I've never watched it because it looks super audacious from the outs looking in.
So
but I'm glad to know that it's
so real funny. The reason that this movie is particular for me is because I had a friend of mine, his entire life, he's the one who showed me this movie because it was his favorite weed movie of all time. And he believed to his core that Nick Cannon was the lead character, played the lead character in this. And I sat down and watched this movie for the first time, and I was like, that's not Nick Cannon.
like that's for Nick Cannon.
And I literally didn't say anything, and I let him for like 5 years of friendship
still believed that it was really Nick Cannon in that movie.
Oh
And then
my
finally I
gosh.
brought a side by side of the two of them, and he was like, "That's not Nick Cannon." I'm like, "I'm well aware." So that's part of like the story of why that movie is my favorite.
Real quick show of hands. Have any of you guys seen Bud's House? All right, so we all got to check that one out. Jess, what about you? You got one to drop on us?
I have to pick just one.
No, we'll keep going around.
Half Baked.
Yes,
It's an excellent movie.
Half Baked is up there for one of my favorites, but I also think that Half Baked is up there in that like top 5, top 10 stoner classics.
Yeah.
Like that is just a masterclass of comedy writing. Like I don't think a lot of people understood Harlan Williams at that time, and like his comedy and the way that he was so perfect for that role because of the way he does his comedy and shit. Like that's definitely one of my favorite choices.
Absolutely.
For sure.
It's a great one.
Okay, so I haven't seen this one in a while, but I am going. Was it Grandma's Boy?
Yeah.
Because, so Grandma's Boy is funny because like it's the one that he makes like he works at a video game.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So
yes, dude. I've definitely seen
that
that.
looks cool. Bud's House.
Sorry to interrupt, and I did just bring it up for everybody to see. So my boy thought that this gentleman, whose name is Wesley Jonathan,
Yeah, not even close to Nick Cannon.
For his entire life, thought it was Nick Cannon and kept telling me it was the best Nick Cannon movie he's ever seen.
That's crazy.
And I left him to believe that for years.
That is so audacious.
No, that I'll have to check that out. That looks funny. But no, yeah, Grandma's Boy was a lot of fun, and I remember there was a controversy with the video game that it was based on because like I guess when it came out it was like really awful or something like that, or it didn't sell well or something.
I know the background on the video.
Yeah.
So funny story about Grandma's Boy. When we finally figured out like what we were gonna do for this like revival of Hellhound Film Club, we thought that before we had talked to Mike about doing them here, we thought that we were gonna just do them like out of my house or remotely or whatever. And so they actually came to my crib and we did an entire Grandma's Boy episode.
Oh, that's awesome.
That was going to be one of the kickoffs to Film Club, but we did it in 2 parts and I didn't have like the format or anything. So it was like, it kind of became like unusable footage, but it was so much fun. And that was like one of the first ones I put on my list because that just like, that elevated the modern cannabis like stoner movie and just like gave it so many good arcs and plot points and shit. Do you have a stoner movie that stands out for you kind of above the rest perhaps?
It's mostly the only one I can remember that I've watched, which was Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that is so much fun. I still love that. Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle. That one, that is like another great, silly, stupid, like over exaggerated, just like super fun watch.
I reenact that movie every single year when I go to Vegas. Every single year we reenact that because at some point, 2:30 in the morning, me and the boys go, we need a sack of burgers. And there's a White Castle, and I'll tell you right now where it's at. It's inside a Casino Royale. And you have to go through the front entrance, out through the back, and then around the corner to sneak into the White Castle. But I'm telling you right now, I play that I reenact that every single year. Because I get a little...
Mike said Pineapple Express. Mike, we got to get you a wireless mic. Nobody on the fucking show can hear you.
I'm telling you, I'm going to get them wireless labs, and you're going to hate me, but we're going to use them.
Definitely, you're jumping the gun on me, Mike. Get over here.
Well, Friday's a good movie, but I have to agree with the list that's a cannabis adjacent.
Yep.
What do you mean by that?
So
that if you were to change the cannabis out for a cigarette, would it affect the movie?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, think about Cube and Tucker in the beginning. When
But
he
but it's
smokes with him.
but it's
And
but that's the only point in the whole movie.
yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying, but they were smoking in the movie.
Right, but when you think about Up in Smoke, Cheech and Chong Up in Smoke, the whole movie is derivative and based around.
Yeah, but I mean, I would still respectfully consider Friday a stoner movie. Me personally. Not really. Not really. No.
Can you
I must have missed something, huh?
Yo, so my man did try to find out if he would agree that The Big Lebowski was a stoner movie, so he could get one person on his side, and it didn't work out. And I'm sorry, love you, Tyler, but
So you missed the earlier part of our combo probably. Before we got into so now we're just shotgunning our favorite cannabis movies. But before we got into that, we broke down what makes a great cannabis movie or a great stoner movie. And so the two offsets that we came up with are either great stoner movies or great cannabis adjacent movies.
Okay.
Because there's movies that have cannabis in them or that the lead is like a smoker that are great movies, but it doesn't drive or affect the plot.
Right. Like, so I get what you were saying by comparing Cheech and Chong. Like, they're smoking the whole.
it drives the entire movie. Half Baked, they're literally trying to break in to steal weed. So like it's like the weed, like the cannabis is what's driven for the movie.
Dude, Ted.
So cannabis movies are on a.
See, Ted.
Ted's a great
one.
modern movie.
Great modern.
Because they're
Yes.
smoking constantly.
Yes.
Like
I agree with
yeah.
you on that. I
There
will
we
not.
go. I get it now, guys. I win again.
Yeah.
I said I win again.
Ted, I agree. Excellent modern day, and as I always believe, I guess I have to say, to me, also a great stoner movie has that dual like character role, that like back and forth between two stoners. So like
I see.
So like Cheech, Chong, and Half Baked, it was 4 of them. So it was like a group. Ted, you have the main character, and then the stuffed bear, Ted. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I agree.
That shouldn't be a requirement.
I'm literally stewing in my head trying to be like, what is like a single person stoner movie?
But I think it's
like?
Go ahead.
Like, look at Dude, Where's My Car? Like, I feel like
back and forth. There was 2 characters, back and forth. I just feel
I
like
don't hate it.
I just feel like
how often are we smoking? I mean, I smoke by myself all the time. But
Ooh, producer Robert.
Oh, yes.
Producer Robert threw a reefer madness right here, gang.
Boy,
There we go.
Very on
Right.
brand.
That is so
propaganda.
on
Right.
point.
but
That is.
I don't
That
know.
should
That's
be
the quintessential.
that
stoner
should be
movie.
how everybody has to start their 420 movie marathon is
Oh
what
my God.
you just have
the
to get
movies that tell you not to
absolutely
do what you're doing.
yeah, get absolutely obliterated during Reefer Madness and see how great every movie after that is.
Just a quick little side segue. I have something that I want to attempt this year. I want to smoke every joint that Sublime references and smoke 2 joints.
16.
I've done the math. It is 16.
16.
And thank you very
I
much,
know,
Mike.
I counted.
Yeah. So the goal is to try to do 16 joints on 420, but I'm actually going to be spending 420 in California. So after work, I will try to smoke as many of those
That's-
16 joints.
Wait a
Yeah.
minute.
No,
That's not
I'm-
even.
No, I'm good.
That's not.
We can talk
Yeah,
about Sublime
yeah.
after. Yeah, we can talk about that after.
This almost sounds like now. This is gonna make me
Things
sound.
that happen on the podcast. We can talk about
Yeah.
Sublime later.
This is gonna now make me sound pretentious, but 16 joints on 420 is not that hard.
Yeah, especially if you're watching fucking 6 movies.
No, hear me out. I said wake up at 10 o'clock in the morning, go to bed at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
That is 16 hours of being awake. So that's 1 joint an hour.
Yeah.
Like that seems like pretty easy,
Yeah, I can
actually.
last 30 hours before I gotta sleep. That's the.
I'm gonna smoke
ceiling.
1,100 joints that day.
I mean, I literally just did like 52 hours up.
all around the clock.
So like That sounds like
Well, in,
Yeah.
in classic stoner fashion, we're way over time. So
well, of course.
You know why?
I
It was
do.
fun.
I do. It's
It was
those
fun.
it's those damn safety meetings.
Hey, the parking lot was secured.
Amen.
Hey, we got to protect Mike's, investment. And
I didn't partake in any OSHA meetings or whatever you're talking about. Okay.
No, somebody has to run the goddamn business here.
yeah.
Laura!
Where is she?
Where'd Laura go?
Laura!
Business is going under now. No, just kidding. I'm joking.
Hey,
Come
Will,
down.
if you don't get down here
Yeah,
to
come down,
217 Main
support the
Street,
spot.
Nashua, New Hampshire.
Where are you guys?
Yeah, where are you guys?
Oh.
Everybody should be face first in a bowl of kava right now.
Dude, I know I am.
Even if
Right?
not, like this is so much fun.
It really
It's
is.
just wild to me. It is. It's wild to me. Do people not go out anymore? Is that what we're dealing with? Like,
Largely, yeah.
Largely. They're just waiting for their tax money.
That too.
everyone's broke.
They're
Yeah.
waiting for that. Yo, what happens? November rolls around. Everybody whacks out their credit cards so they can pay for all their Christmas stuff for their
Right.
kids. And then January rolls in. The bill comes in. Everybody goes, oh, shit. Then everybody's waiting for their tax money so they can pay off the credit cards. So that way they can use the credit cards to go back out.
I miss the 90s.
Yeah, we miss the 90s
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, me too. You just go in and you just run out.
Better
Wait a minute. I didn't
times.
say that out loud.
I wanted to ask,
shit.
have any of you guys ever seen Super High Me?
Yes. It was a great parody of the Super Size Me movie that he did.
Yeah.
McDonald's.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's done by Doug Benson, and he goes to all of these med dispensaries in California and just like smokes himself insane all day.
Yeah.
But it is one of the funniest. It's essentially a documentary
Where is it?
in California.
What platform?
It's a good question.
I think
I
Prime
I
now.
have it on DVD. That's how long ago I've.
I'll tell you.
But
right now.
I bet you it's on a streaming thing. But
2007.
that would be on. That's definitely like up there for one of my favorites because of just the reality of it. Like watching somebody just go from dispensary to dispensary and like trying all the like busting out, like using a volcano and like grabbing different joints and blunts and like, yeah, exactly. That is like, that's up there for one of my favorites that like I can watch year round because it's just like, oh, it's so much fun. Danny, you got another one up your sleeve?
For movies?
Yeah.
Actually, there's another one that some might not have seen. It's called Puff Puff Pass.
Never seen it, never heard of it. Give us a quick synopsis.
How about I cheat and just have it brought up real quick so that way I don't fuck it up?
Whatever you got to do, Chief.
Two stoner friends just want to watch the Shawshank Redemption movie marathon,
Sold.
but go through many problems.
I'm here.
We were just talking about him too. Danny Masterson.
Oh,
It's on YouTube.
oh, Danny Masterson.
Yeah, Masterson. Yeah,
Ooh.
he's in it.
I don't know if that's a selling point.
Bro, the
Yeah.
No. dude, the fucking pedophile principal from Ferris Bueller's Day Off is in this movie, and he
Yeah.
plays the president. Which, wow, guys,
The-
in
How
How High, there's a
Jeffrey
pedophile
Jones.
president.
Yeah.
How crazy is that?
I don't know anything about it.
Thank God that would never happen in real life,
Yeah.
right, guys?
Right.
It's Mekhi Phifer, Terry Crews.
I'm not a pedophile. I'm a hebephile. It's totally different. Sorry, never mind. We're done. Demonetized again
Yeah,
by
we're
me.
just now
No,
canceled.
no
Oh,
sponsors.
you do this.
There we go.
There it is.
That's the cancel.
him young.
Not even stoned. Not even a little bit.
1 million's
Police
not a
on
big
Epstein in
number. I'm a
96.
billionaire. That's a big number.
All right. You got one more?
There's one that I love, but I don't think a lot of people would classify it as a stoner movie. But The Gentleman, it has Matthew McConaughey in it. Guy Ritchie.
It's Guy Ritchie.
No, not the Guy Ritchie the series. It's the movie. Is he?
No, Guy Ritchie filmed it, or was the director.
Oh,
of it.
okay. Yeah. But it's like one of my favorite
With Matthew
movies. Like
McConaughey?
I literally could be scrolling through movies, and if it's on, I'm gonna stop and watch it every single time.
Jamie,
It's
can
so
you pull
good.
up a brief synopsis?
Yeah, it's a great movie. Did you watch the series?
Yes. Yeah, I didn't like the series as
I
much
didn't
as the
either.
movie.
No. I tried.
Let's see. The Gentleman from 2019.
Matthew McConaughey plays a weed kingpin trying to sell his business.
This looks
In
like
England.
this looks like a pretty stacked cast here.
Oh, it's super
Oh,
stacked.
dude,
It's so good.
Charlie Hunnam, Colin Farrell, Hugh Grant.
Hugh Grant plays like the bad guy, and it's phenomenal.
Yeah,
Damn, all right.
this is a super stacked. Like,
Vinnie Jones, let's go.
It's
Yeah.
one of the greatest movies ever.
Speaking of which, you guys all watch Snatch, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
Might be top 3.
yeah. Also,
I got
Kate Beckinsale.
I got one last one. Or do you want to move on?
No, but sorry. Love Snatch
Yeah.
would have to put Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels above.
I'm there with you.
You guys ever hear of a show on HBO called High Maintenance?
Let's
Okay.
go.
So
I
I'm
was
gonna
thinking about that when we were. Sorry, I was thinking about that when we were talking about one-person cannabis things. But then I was like, "Oh, it's a TV show. Am I
Okay.
like breaking the format?"
So all right, we're gonna
because I was gonna
fuck
do
the
the same
format
thing because
for
I had another
tonight.
TV show too.
because I need to talk about High Maintenance because the show has been like a major inspiration to me, and it's an incredible show. If you want to like have a show that is so well rounded, you will laugh, you will cry. It's incredibly well made. Like it's just such a great show. Like 100% recommend. But pretty much the whole thing is that every episode is a different story. There's like a couple of reoccurring characters, but and a couple of plot lines, but for the most part, every episode is a fresh thing, and every episode revolves around this weed guy who travels by bicycle in New York City. And it was on HBO. It ran for like 4 seasons.
I think so.
It's still on HBO Max. I might probably
place you watch it.
yeah, probably or pirate it because fuck Warner Brothers right now. That is it's great, and they smoke a lot of weed in that show, and a lot of the problems and solutions are from weed and other drugs. It's so sad. A lot of weird nudity, but that's HBO. So
I'm sorry since
Yeah.
I'm sorry since you wanted to drop the TV show. I have to drop Weeds.
Oh yeah,
Oh, that was weird.
Weeds.
That was weird.
Weeds is a great show. I
Weeds.
actually have some of those on DVD because I loved them so much when
Is
it
that like
was.
a musical?
I
No.
It's,
still religiously
It's
watch
a
it.
show. So I'm probably fucking up the name, but like Genji Cohen. So they were the creator of Orange is the New Black.
Yeah.
Weeds was the show that they did before that,
Oh, okay,
and it's
gotcha.
all about this like mom who
Yeah,
starts
Little-
drug dealing.
The little houses on the hillside.
Dude, yeah,
made of ticky-tack.
that's a great show. Shout out to Weeds.
And it has Kevin Nealon in it.
Yeah.
I got that name right.
So good.
And we gotta shout out Up in Smoke. We already mentioned it, but
Yeah,
Up in
absolutely.
Smoke is like a great one for anybody's fucking movie marathon.
Oh, absolutely.
I have to drop it. It wouldn't be me if I didn't drop it, but I have to put Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back,
Absolutely.
written and directed by Kevin Smith.
Yes.
What movie is that?
Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
Never seen it.
We can watch it if you want.
You know I'm busting your balls.
$15, little man. If that money doesn't show, then you owe me, owe me, owe.
Wicked cool story about the Jay and Silent Bob reboot from 2019. They brought in all the old characters for anyone. Spoiler alert. But they bring in, I'm not going to ruin it. They bring in all the old characters from all the other movies. And those 2 kids, when he sings that to them, they started their own dispensary and they're killing it. Yeah. And they're like full grown adults.
Well,
If you haven't seen Reboot, it's really good. Kevin's
Well,
a genius.
you know in the reboot that they brought Ren and Meth into it.
Oh, yeah.
because they were giving shout out to the like previous like stoner movies. So
And that convention that they go to,
Yeah.
Chronic Con, they really do that now. It's in Chicago every October. Yep. Chronic Con. It's essentially, it's literally like the Jay and Silent Bob convention.
That's
I want to go one year, but the first year they did it was the same time that Giant Steps came out, and it literally was the same weekend. So, one of these years
we
I'm
need to
gonna
get our
make it.
people to talk to their people so we can film a podcast.
Yeah, we got to do an episode live from the Smod Castle.
And I do love that, like, even though you could be adjacent, and I don't think it really is, but Super Trooper.
Yeah, so I wrote could be adjacent.
Right.
Because I do feel like obviously the cannabis in the trailer is like a big part of the story, but it's, I don't know, it just doesn't feel
It's
like
not driven. Like, it doesn't drive the
yeah,
movie.
like that's another one of those things where like you could have replaced the cannabis with any other drug and the movie would have still gone on and been just as fun.
I think the movie was
Yeah, exactly.
the only thing is I feel like the movie was written towards like cannabis users. Like it was written like for the comedy to be for a stoner.
Will you guys please fucking subscribe to our Patreon for $1 a month so that we can we need to buy a mixer that has 4 inputs on it so that we can have more microphones on this show so that you guys can hear the funny sidebar conversations. So for $1 a month, you can get access to our Patreon and get our entire back catalog since 2018. Because we really need more microphones for this show.
And you're welcome to subscribe for more if you'd like.
That's true. You can pay more than $1 a month if you want, but it's literally only $1 a month. I don't know anybody in this world that's going to tell me that they can't afford $1 a month. I know you can. I see what you're buying. I see your shit. You
can dig it out of your couch.
I'm looking at you.
Your
Give me
futon.
4 quarters, fam.
Every single person that watches this is going.
Exactly. And they have $1 every month and they blow it on a Dunkin' Donuts coffee or
that's
whatever.
$7.
I am a $1 Patreon subscriber, and I recently spent $23 on Marty Supreme ping pong balls. So,
Your boy Marty.
I spend
That's like
money
2 years of the
stupidly,
Patreon.
and this is a smart financial decision. It's $1 fucking dollar. Come on, gang.
And no.
Oh, god damn. Ouch.
Cold-blooded. He said, are you the only subscriber?
Jesus. Yo.
Yeah, we just been doing this show for we just been doing this record label for 8 years and we got one fucking $1 subscriber. We're
That's
just
back to-
staying afloat.
That's back-to-back podcasts that I've been kicked in the nuts. In 1 week.
Oh,
Jesus, in 3
man,
days.
cold-blooded. All right, couple more things before we go. If you got them on deck, perfect. Is there a cannabis movie or a stoner movie that you haven't seen yet that is on your list of need to see? What? You guys all just went.
Yeah, the one.
Damn.
The one Danny
That's-
said. I don't know.
Damn.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't have one. Actually, I'll probably jump on this bong water right here that you got. I have not seen that, and
What a dick.
I know, but you asked, and I read the synopsis already, and I want to know.
All right, fine. I'll go then. So 3 movies that I haven't seen yet that thoroughly interest me, like Danny said, is Bong Water from 1998, which is about an indolent artist in Portland, Oregon, who becomes addicted to cannabis, prompting his girlfriend to flee to New York City with a heroin addict. So naturally, I will love this movie for multiple
Right, that's
reasons.
why I said naturally. I think I'm gonna like this movie.
Another one that right.
Oh wow.
Another one that I discovered in my writing of this episode that I thought was really interesting is called Cisco Pike. It's from 1971, which I thought was kind of crazy too. What? Hell yeah, Luke Wilson is in Bong Water.
Let's go.
In Cisco Pike from 1971, a down on his luck former drug dealer is forced by a corrupt LAPD policeman to sell 100 kilos of confiscated cannabis in one weekend. So I'm interested to see how they play that out in a 70s movie, because that was still technically pretty taboo at that point. So I'm interested to see like how the language is in that, and like what the like social aspect of it is like.
100 kilos. 100 kilos. That's a lot of weed.
That's a lot of work. But you know what? But back in 1971, a kilo was probably $27.
Right.
Correct, but it's still 2.2 pounds.
Yeah, exactly. For real.
So pressed.
And one other one that I haven't seen that just sounded hilarious is called Cartoon All-Stars to the Rescue.
I just saw this and read it.
It has a bunch of different cartoon stars like Bugs Bunny and the Muppet Babies and Garfield, and they all join forces to convince a teenager that drugs aren't cool. And I'm like, it feels like the perfect way to
It's a 30-minute like PSA.
yeah.
What was this, like the cartoon version of Dare?
Yeah, but it's like, honestly, dude, if you think about it, that's like some Roger Rabbit level shit, where it's like you're not getting all those characters in one thing like that. Getting Garfield and Bugs Bunny and the Muppet
Alf?
Babies and Alf.
Jesus.
Dude, the Donald.
His Ninja Turtles.
Oh my
It-
God.
The
Are
art
you
styles
kidding me?
also seem to be like slightly off. So like it doesn't seem to be like they're completely like on brand representation, but like they are there. It's weird. Sorry, this is just a weird aside. They
No,
got the Stave Puffed guy. What the fuck?
no, not
Straight up.
now. I just now because Jamie just brought up something for me here.
Thank
Yo,
you.
have you really looked at this Bongwater cast?
No.
Luke Wilson, Jack Black, Brittany Murphy, Alicia Witt, fucking Andy Dick, and this particular actor.
That's what. Well, 98. Like, think of like.
That's when it was.
Yeah, it came out in 98, and I feel like that was like the perfect time for indie movies to slip under the radar if they didn't make more than 10 mil.
So many good
And-
movies.
And this
Yeah.
next actor is like one of my favorite actors that like flies underneath the radar, Scott Kane.
Scott Conn.
Yeah, I don't know. who
King.
that
Con.
is.
Kane? Which one? Who can I see?
It's Con.
Okay, yeah.
Kane. Con.
Scott Conn also started off as a rapper in a group with the Alchemists called the
Really?
Hooligans. A lot of people don't know
Didn't
that,
know
but
that.
yeah. They were both teenagers. They were teenagers in high school, and they got signed to a record label and went on tour with Cypress Hill before they were like
Speaking of
old
Cypress
enough to
Hill.
be out of high school.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
The Alchemist.
Speaking of Cypress Hill.
Well, he was also Danny in Hawaii 5-0, the
That
TV
makes
show,
sense.
and
And his dad was James Caan, who was in Thief, one of the best
Correct.
movies ever. All right, so real quick, you can pick the number of movies. Let's cap it at 4. What does your perfect 420 movie marathon look like?
we're gonna throw. I'll start off retro with Up in Smoke. Then I will definitely go Half Baked after that, Bud's House, and then I end it off with the banger of Grandma's Boy.
Love that. What about you, Jess?
Half Baked, Dazed and Confused, The Gentleman, and actually How High.
Okay, I can dig that.
I'm going Big Lebowski. Fuck you. I love this movie. I'm going
I like that
Big
you threw all this
Lebowski.
harsh energy at me. Like I'm.
Well,
not-
you're the only one with a mic. I'm not gonna say to the he doesn't smoke one joint. He smokes joints constantly. I'm not having this conversation with you right now, Mike. I'm not even gonna turn around.
guy came. Listen to the fucking smoke,
Dude.
Feisty.
Yeah, dude,
Somebody give him some smoke.
bro, I
No,
need
for
it.
real.
Big Lebowski. I'm going Super Bad
Okay.
because stoner adjacent.
Oh, that's a good one.
I'm going with Akira because I need your t-shirt. It inspired me. I'm sorry, but like
No, it's. I mean,
I like animated movies. I like watching crazy intense stuff when I'm high. That's just me.
All right.
And I'm probably gonna round it off with like another animated movie and watch one of the fucking Spider-Verse movies. Those things are sick, dude. I have such a fun time watching those. I'm not ashamed, man. Or maybe even Spider-Man 2, like something like wholesome and good for the soul, like to round off a movie marathon if I'm just smoking all day. But that's me.
What about you, Elliot?
I honestly forgot what the question was.
This motherfucker's dead to the world back here.
Fashion.
He smoked 2 joints in the morning. He smoked 2 joints at
4
night.
stoner movies.
I need a coffee and a joint. Coffee and a joint.
He can't even list one.
No.
He didn't even see How High tonight. He just existed.
No, that was
He just floated through space
when
and
you're
time.
high.
We're grateful that you exist.
Yeah. Even just your bubble floating in
you're
our
high, you
aura
don't
is
make
fucking
Did anyone say
wonderful.
Fear and
I
Loathing?
like it better.
We put Fear and Loathing in our adjacent category.
Adjacent because of all
I'm
the
a,
drug-
Yeah.
I'm
drug
adjacent
use,
person.
but
Still a great stoner movie. I bet that.
I definitely am like a cannabis adjacent film, so I would probably watch something like Tech on Concrete, but also something funny like White Chicks.
I'm not hating. It's just like you could watch these movies on any day and they would be great. You know what I mean? I watch Akira fucking 100 times a year. It's one of the best movies ever. You know,
It's
like
my fucking choice, man.
I'm not judging. I'm just saying.
Judging this.
Yeah, I'm judging a little bit.
Yes,
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'd love to smoke and sit down and watch Broly, but I can do that
Right?
any day of the year.
True. I would have to go with Super High Me because I like watching that docu-style reality. Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. Core fucking, I don't think I need to explain myself
Shocked
there.
face.
I
Yeah.
know.
Grandma's Boy and
Yeah.
Half Baked.
Yo, we keep talking about it, dude. I'm putting it on the docket right now. We refilming it. We refilming it.
Well, yeah, now that we have a format for it, we can.
I'm just saying, like, Grandma's Boy was a good episode, and unfortunately, the world's not going to get to see it.
Yeah, that's true.
I really think I've been saying that, but I mean, it was a good episode. It was like early in our development, so there was definitely some things that could have been better, but you know, we started from somewhere, and look at where we're at now.
Look at where we're at. You guys will have to let us know what you think about the look of tonight's show, by the way. Danny, Tyler, and off-screen Robert all spent a ton of time tonight setting up a new camera rig, some new lighting. We kind of reset up our station here. The guys put a lot of work into trying to elevate the show. So please, please, please drop us a comment and let us know what you think. Thank you. Yeah, give it up for these guys. Really, honestly, we're so lucky to have these guys that come in and just help us do this shit every week. We both did it at the same time.
Great minds think alike, so do
Yeah.
foolish ones.
But no, seriously, huge thank you to these guys. Not even just because they're right here, but you know, Danny has done so much for the podcast network since coming on to CODY Central and Hellhound Film Club.
Thank you, bro.
And Tyler and Robert have been showing so much support and giving us so much advice and so much technical support to make the show better and to participate in the conversations and bring a whole depth of perspective. Both of them being independent filmmakers and having different backgrounds and stuff has made this newest revival of Hellhound Film Club one of the most enjoyable thus far. And so thank you to all of you guys for all that you do to make this show better. We have blown through time tonight. It has been a blast. I could literally keep going on because there's so many movies that we didn't tap into, but I'm hoping that we left you guys with enough semblance of the utilities that you need and some movies that you could program into your marathon. And if you need some more, drop us a comment. If you got a suggestion, drop it in the comment. This is going to come out like I think 6 days before 420. So the more movies that you guys drop in the comments, the bigger marathon playlists that we can make and that we can help other people make as well.
Now, I might sound like a jerk here, but I know we need to get some information out to the people. And since we've gone through the way we've gone through tonight, you just want to blow through and let them know the events and kind of maybe skip a little bit of like the in-depth so we can get through it all, or we running it out?
I mean, so we're going to skip some other segments tonight.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I would say let's just burn through these. I'll kick us off even. Or I'll let you kick it off because
Why? Because I'm going to actually get Liberty correct tonight.
Let's see.
All right. So we got Saturday, April 4th to the April 10th. We got the New Metal Cinema at the Low Cinema in Ridgewood, New York, presented by Justin Liberty as a tribute to the 90s new metal that took over movie soundtracks all over cinematography. Justin Liberty curated a programming schedule featuring iconic new metal scores, films, including Spawn, Little Nicky, End of Days, Bride of Chucky, and more.
Thursday, April 9th through Sunday, April 12th is the New Bedford Film Festival. Film lovers and makers, save these dates to experience the New Bedford Film Festival, whether it's your first, second, or third time. Located in the vibrant South Coast region of Massachusetts, this annual festival is committed to showcasing diverse human experiences through various formats, including short and feature films, student shorts, music videos, episodic and documentary shorts, as well as PSA shorts. The festival, which includes venues such as the New Bedford Harbor Hotel, Steeple Playhouse, Gallery X, and the New Bedford Art Museum, offers screenings and ample space for networking and panel discussions. Each evening, attendees are invited to network and celebrate the filmmakers as different awards are presented. The opening night will be held at the Steeple Playhouse, where technical award winners will be recognized during the festivities, and the closing Academy Award-style ceremony will award talent and top award for each category. Throughout the day, festival goers are encouraged to explore the downtown area and take advantage of the special promotions offered by local businesses when showing your New Bedford Film Festival badge.
Monday, April 20th. If you're not on the CODY Central stream for our live 420 show, you can be watching The Woman Chaser 2K Restoration presented by Justin Liberty of Cinegraph at Nighthawk Cinema in Brooklyn, New York. This 1999 slept-on comedy gem starring Patrick Warburton, who some may recognize as the voice actor from Family Guy or the first live-action version of The Tick, is about a 1950s used car salesman wants to make a low-budget film about a trucker who accidentally runs down a child.
And the New Hampshire Film Festival will be coming up October 15th through the 18th throughout downtown Portsmouth, New Hampshire. Check out submissions and more details at www.nhfilmfestival.com. And as always, a huge shout out to some of our favorite theaters: Coolidge Corner Cinema in Cambridge, Mass., Brattle Theater in Cambridge, Mass., the Wilton Town Hall Theater in Wilton, New Hampshire, the Milford Drive-In Theater in Milford, New Hampshire, Mendon Twin Drive-In Theater in Mendon, Mass., Somerville Theater in Somerville, Mass., and if you were watching our Outsiders episode a few weeks back, the Circle Cinema Theater in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and the Admiral Twin Drive-In in Tulsa, Oklahoma as well. Please, 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 please send us your event listings, your specialty repertory screenings, your movie theater recommendations, any stuff like that that we should be checking out while we're on the road and just supporting throughout the year. Shoot us an email at hellhoundfilmclub@gmail.com or drop a comment on one of these videos and let us know what you think.
And as always, thank you so much for tuning in. Please be sure to subscribe to our main YouTube channel, Hellhound Publishing, and subscribe to our newest channel, Hellhound Film Club, dedicated to the show, as well as bonus clips, exclusive bonus episodes, interviews, and more. Those subs and comments really take us places.
Consider being a part of our Patreon community for just $1 a month for exclusive and early access to Hellhound Film Club, as well as all of the other podcasts, music, and book releases from Hellhound Publishing. Since 2018, you can join today for literally just $1, help support us, and get some great exclusive and early entertainment for as low as $1 a month by visiting patreon.com/Hellhound Publishing.
And don't forget, you can join us here every Wednesday at 7 p.m. at The Sport in Downtown Nashua, New Hampshire, for our free movie screening and live recording of these episodes. Again, that's every Wednesday night at 217 Main Street, Nashua, New Hampshire. Come on down, watch a flick, grab a drink, eat well with some good friends, and
don't forget the popcorn.
Good night, world.